I just moved into the neighborhood and my son was 2. So I put a little note together and put it in some neighbors' mailboxes and waited to see who would show up. I hadn't met anybody yet. And I said, if you're home with your kids and you want to meet up and make friends, show up at my place, I'll put on the coffee. And they did.
I think the most significant piece is that it provides a welcoming place for people to gather. People from the neighborhood, people who live in the area. There's a lot of isolation and loneliness that takes place in neighborhoods. So the neighborhood center becomes a gathering place to share common interests, to gather around, whether it's around their kids or around groups that meet. It becomes a place where neighborhood forms.
And so, we passed the hat. We said we need to incorporate, we need to do a name search, we need insurance, and we passed the hat. I don't remember, I'm gonna say it was $3,500 or something that we needed. So everybody chipped in to get it started.
Son was first born, so 2007, I started taking him to circle time, and he got to just be around the other kids, and I got to be around other moms, and it's just, so it was just such a wonderful experience for me and a great experience for my kids that when they got to go to school full time, I just thought, I really want to give back. I want to go and provide for other moms what they provided for me.
I love that when the kids come in, they're excited to see me because I'm excited to see them, and they recognize that this is a place that they belong. The moms and caregivers that come with them, it's nice to be able to share what's kind of worked and maybe what hasn't, or even being able to connect them with each other. Everybody has their own experience, and it's nice to be a part of something where it's so community-based that people are just able to learn from each other.
Moms, it's great socialization to get to connect with other moms and other caregivers and get out of the house. And for the kids, they definitely learn how to interact with other children and get used to being in a different environment. Isn't that right?
The special thing about Oak Park Neighborhood Center is it's just so welcoming. Everybody who walks through the doors, is accepted, and there's almost something for everybody, for every walks of life. And if we don't have it, we're willing to bring it in. We want to, do everything we can to try and meet the needs of the community.
Welcome to our new seniors program here at Oak Park Neighborhood Center. They partake in exercises. We serve them lunch, and we also have a guest speaker that comes. We would welcome anyone to come out. It's a great program and people love it.
It's amazing. Like all the programs that are here, I'm always telling people about it because it's like, it brings young moms together, which is such an essential thing. I think moms can feel, I certainly did anyway, you feel kind of like you can flounder sometimes, and having people at that similar stage who can be in conversation with each other is really, really supportive.
When you're feeling negative about your own self and you think that the whole world's against you, you come in here and you can and somebody smiles at you and says, it makes you feel good about yourself, makes you look at the positive, and makes you forget about just those little things. I think that's the greatest thing.
I'm a single mom with 7 kids, so I've had some support throughout the years during some difficult times, and I've gotten to know a lot of the programs that are available. So with having me here, it also opens up the doors to help other people, to tell them all about the programs that are available during a difficult time for people.
There are people coming into this building whose cultures have been at war with each other, sure, and they're in the same place. How powerful is that to give them this opportunity to connect with each other?
Interesting because actually it's not part of our culture to talk about our issues outsiders, right? So it was my first time and I said, okay, let me give it a try because the people here looks really friendly, right? And I start and I was really be reserved. I didn't want to share anything with them, but after a while I warm up to them and I can open up and say whatever in my mind. No judgment, nothing, and actually I get too much support and good advice from them. So since then, yeah, I'm in love.
It's great to be a nonprofit that owns their own building, and knowing that the money we put into the building, you know, it's going to be ours eventually, and so it's not going off somewhere else.
As a funder at both the Oakville Community Foundation and as a funder myself of Oak Park, I really appreciate the fact that money spent the way it says it's going to be spent. If anything is left over, she always tells you and offers it back. Of course, you don't take it, but the offer is there, and which makes you see how scrupulously honest and correct they are in their dealings. They've been recognized for their contribution in many ways through the community, and it's very well deserved.
Look for ways you can fund yourself without government funding. So we have a preschool that brings in money to pay for our free programs. We have a lot of renters. We've kept our rent affordable. It's more affordable than any other renter in all of Halton, as far as I know, Oakville anyway.
The facility here at Oak Park Neighbourhood Centre has been amazing for us because we use the facility primarily on weekends and evenings when it's outside the hours of the little babies that are here during the day. So it works well for us because our youth come into the evenings, sometimes help out with the after-school programs, and on the weekends we could do a community outreach such as gardens and community activities in the outdoors, as well as use the large space for our indoor adventures.
Or who are in low income and they don't know how to getting their child ready for school, so we have been trained to teach them how they can help their kids in preparing for kindergarten.
It will be awesome to have this. It's really a good place for parents and child to be together and share everything.
When people know their neighbors, they're healthier. Children have higher educational achievement, criminal activity is reduced, neighborhoods are safer, there's a greater economic prosperity, people have increased physical health, less incidence of depression, reduced stress, increased self-confidence, a sense of empowerment, enhanced problem-solving behaviors, and increased family stability.
We hear stories of people who move to other neighborhoods and find that it's not a neighborhood. It's a group of houses on a street together, but they don't find the same connection between people and way of living, way of connecting with each other that they've found in this neighborhood.
There's like a pride of ownership, a pride of home ownership. There's a lot of people still in the neighborhood who can come in and say, look at where we were, you know, look at how far we've come.